Welcome to Flow into Alignment. Today, I'm going to bring you a flow from out in my carport because this morning was just too beautiful to be inside, filming inside. So you're not going to see my living room today. You're going to see me out here, out in my carport. Today, I'm also going to bring you a devotional from Philippians 4:8 as we do our yoga flow. And I'm going to be using Sun Salutations, standing poses, and other seated poses for an hour of yoga with you today outside. So grab your mat, grab your word, and let's dive in today. And make sure you get outside and get some fresh air too. So today's meditation that I'm going to focus on is something I've been working on myself this week, is thinking good thoughts, not evil thoughts, about myself specifically, and then also about where God is leading me. I've been working on an ebook, so make sure to check out the links below to get on the wait list for that. And maybe it's by the time you watch this, it's already out. So as I was working on it, I realized I wasn't really doing everything that I'm encouraging all of you to do in that ebook. And so I was being challenged. And at first, the challenge felt like condemnation and not conviction at first. And so that's how I was receiving it. And then I realized I need to reframe my thoughts. I need to reframe how I was thinking about this and about myself. And also what God was really asking me to do. God was not condemning me. He was convicting me to take the next step forward, to take the next step higher, to keep becoming a better person, a better me, a better yoga instructor, a better disciple of Christ. And so a friend brought me to Philippians 4:8 to help me reframe my thoughts. And so Philippians 4:8 says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever ever is worthy of respect, whatever ever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think on these things. And so reframing your thoughts, reframing your mind so that you're focused on what is true, not what is false, what is worthy to be thought of, what is lovely, whatever is commendable, whatever is praiseworthy. So my first thoughts I had were not praiseworthy. They were not thoughts that were true. They were thoughts that were false. And so reframing my thoughts from I'm not doing it right to God is asking me and calling me to become better. So today, as we go through this flow, keep that scripture verse in your mind to meditate on as you go through the flow. And we'll meditate on that as well at the end as we go through our breathing. So let's start off with breathing, focusing on our breath, bringing in the breath of God into our life, and be thinking thoughts that are lovely, that are praiseworthy, that are true as you're seated here with your thoughts and with your breath. You can also, when I do an in-person class, I also encourage people they can not only be seated cross-legged, they can be seated up on a block. You can have your legs out straight. You can be in extended child's pose, and you can also be laying down, feet wide, knees together with or without a block between your knees. So choose your position that feels most comfortable to you. I am going to choose child's pose today with blocks. Always feel free to use props. They always take you into a deeper, stronger pose and yoga and not take you into a weakness. So you are a strong person. You are strong by using props. Okay. All right. So taking whatever position you would wish, seated, laying down, or in supported child's pose. Taking long, deep inhales and exhales through your nose. Tongue touching the roof of your mouth behind your teeth. Expanding your rib cage wide as you're taking your inhales. Working your diaphragm. Working the muscles that lie in between each of your ribs,
your intercostals. If you're in child's pose like myself, you're allowing your shoulder blades to drape away from your spine. Your armpits are pushing gently towards the ground. And wherever you're at, you're next going to focus on your legs, gently squeezing your legs in towards the center, activating your pelvic floor, gently pressing your belly button towards your spine, creating a long, straight spine. If you're seated or laying down, you're going to walk your shoulder blades towards your spine and then reach your neck out long, creating a long, straight spine. On your inhale, you're going to open your eyes and look up. Wherever you're at, you're going to lean over to your left, taking your right arm overhead, reaching out toward your left, stretching out your right side. If you're laying down, that would mean that you're taking your right arm overhead and gently reaching it. So both arms are overhead on the ground. You're reaching your right towards your left. In child's pose, that's right hand reaching the left hand. And seated, that's leaning over to your left. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, lean over to the other side. So you're leaning over to the right side. Stretching out your left side. Long, deep breaths. Inhale, come back to center. If you're lying down, you're going to pull your knees into your chest with your next exhale, then inhale, come up. If you're seated, you'll just stay there. If you're in child's pose, inhale up. I realize I'm facing the wrong way for you to see me, so let me turn to the other way. As you exhale, come into tabletop. So we're going to start in tabletop. All right, let me move my mic to more center of chest. There we go. Okay. Holding in your tabletop, pressing your chest away from the floor, pressing your shins down into the ground. Hold for a couple breaths. And inhale, lifting your chest up, coming into cow, squeezing your shoulder blades towards your spine, pressing your shins down, belly button to spine. Exhale, curl into cat. Keep pressing your shins down, curling your tailbone towards your knees. Inhale, lifting your chest up to cow, pressing your shins down, squeezing your shoulder blades into your spine. Exhale, curl into cat. Inhale, up to cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. From here, you're going to tuck your toes, and I'm going to use blocks because my left hamstring has been bothering me. So again, using props does not mean that you're weak. It just means that you are an advanced yogi or just a person who thinks in advanced ways because you understand that you need assistance sometimes. So if you need to, putting your hands on blocks, pushing back into your down dog. Feel free to walk the dog, slowly straightening the one leg as the other leg bends, taking long, deep breaths, changing out your legs. And just keep breathing nice, long and deep, pressing your belly button towards your spine. As you inhale, look to your hands, bend your knees, and walk your feet to the top of your mat. And since I'm outside, you might hear bird song, you might hear my neighbor's tractor. So who knows what noises you'll hear today as we're outside. But that's the beauty of being outside, is hearing all the noises. Take your forward fold, making sure you feel pressure in all 3 points of your foot, the knuckle of your big toe, the knuckle of your little toe, and your heel. Taking your weight forward, challenging your balance. You can feel free to bend your knees or have your knees straight. You can have a block underneath your hands just to have some place for your hands to rest so they're not just hanging. Sometimes it puts a lot of stress on the neck and shoulders when your arms and hands are just hanging. Gently squeezing your legs towards each other so that you support your hips. And when you support your hips, the muscles of your back can release because your spine is supported. Long, deep breaths. On your next inhale, bend your knees. And slowly roll up to standing. Coming into standing. Good. Maybe you want to roll your shoulders a couple times. The back. And roll your shoulders to the front. Just maybe your shoulders felt a little tight like mine did. So just loosening up your shoulders. Good. And then coming into a standing position. Again, feeling the 3 points of your foot into the ground. Feeling a long straight spine, shoulder blades towards your spine, reaching down through your fingers, gently opening your fingers away from each other. Taking long, deep breaths. We're going to start with Sun Salutation A. On your next inhale, bring your arms up, shoulder blades towards your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Keep your weight shifted forward as you inhale, flat back, shoulder blades towards your spine, looking up. Exhale, place your hands down, bending your knees, and step back to your plank. Feel free to drop your knees if you wish for your chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, tuck your chin, squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine, and lift up. Inhaling to up dog. Knees can be bent. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your toes, and move into your down dog. Again, feel free to use blocks underneath your hands. Especially if you're dealing with an injury like myself, with my left hamstring, just a little injured. Just treating it with kindness. Long, deep breaths. Also, if you struggle feeling your feet, feeling your heels touching the ground in down dog, that's where blocks are useful for. You can also use the foam wedge underneath the heels as well. Long, deep breaths, pressing your belly button towards your spine. Gently pressing your chest away from the floor so you can squeeze your armpits toward your chest. Creating a slight catted back. On your next inhale, look to your hands, bend your knees, lifting your heels up, and walk your feet to the top of your mat, shifting your weight forward. Inhale, flat back, looking up, squeezing shoulder blades to spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades toward your spine, reaching your arms out straight, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, arms down. Good, we're going to do that one more time for Sun Salutation A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take your forward fold. Weight stays forward, chin tuck. Inhale, flat back, looking up, shoulder blades to spine. Exhale, placing your hands down, stepping back. Feel free to drop your knees as you exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, chin tuck, shoulder blades towards your spine. Lifting up to up dog, then lift your chin. Exhale, tucking your chin, tuck your toes, down dog. Again, modify wherever you need to. Use props wherever you need to. As you can see, I am modifying as well. Long, deep breaths. I'm not trying to push myself this morning. I'm just taking an easy flow this morning. Shoulders gently away from your ears. Pressing into your fingertips. Creating a long, straight spine. Inhale, look to your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees, and walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, weight forward, shoulder blades to your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, shoulder blades toward your spine. Press down and squeeze your glutes, coming all the way up with your inhale. Exhale, arms down. Good. All right, Sun Salutation B. Let's move in a chair. My most favorite pose. Said sarcastically. All right, so chair, bending your knees forward, tailbone gently tucks towards your heels, lifting your arms up, shoulder blades towards your spine. Inhale. Exhale, take your forward fold. Inhale, weight forward, lifting up to flat back. Exhale, hopping or stepping back to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, tucking your chin, down dog. Again, feel free to use blocks if you need to before you step forward into your warrior one. So on your inhale, you're going to take a slight step forward with your left foot, then a big step forward with your right, bending your front knee, back leg straight. Shoulder blades towards your spine, arms straight. Inhale, coming all the way up. Also feel free to put your hands on your hips as well. Long, deep breaths. Let me just adjust my position because I can feel in my hips that they're not quite ready for this long pose yet. They just need to kind of warm up a little bit this morning. Long, deep breaths. Rolling your back thigh in towards the center. Gently reaching your tailbone down towards the ground. Exhale, hands down. Stepping back to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. To the left now. Again, blocks can be underneath the hands. Inhale, small step with the right. Big step with the left for warrior one. Shoulder blades towards your spine. Inhale. Roll, push, pull up. So you're pushing down with your feet. You're using your glutes and hamstrings to help you pull up. Long, deep breaths. Back thigh rolling internally. Tailbone reaching down towards the ground. Exhale, leaning forward, hands down. Stepping back to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Oh, I think my things are in the way. Sorry, guys. I think my props are kind of in the way. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that until just now. All right, as you can tell, I'm just kind of going in and out of different modifications for poses. Again, that is okay. You do not have to push yourself if you do not want to. You can always challenge yourself if you wish, but you can always take it easy as well. Holding your down dog, pushing through your fingertips, gently taking your armpits toward your chest so that your shoulder blades are away from your spine. Lengthening out the muscles of your back. Long, deep breaths. Inhale, look to your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees, and walk, hop, or step your feet to the top of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into chair, making sure you tuck your tailbone towards your heels, lifting your arms up. Exhale, stand. Good. Our last Sun Salutation, Sun Salutation C. Inhale to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into chair. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping back or hopping back to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And using blocks where you need to. Small step with the left, big step with the right. Inhale, coming up into your warrior one. On your next exhale, rotate open to warrior two. Feel free to take a big step back into your warrior two. Long, deep breath. Making sure that front knee is pushing open, protecting the joint. Inhale, reverse your warrior. A little bit of side bend here. Taking your shoulder blades gently towards your spine. Exhale, warrior two. And on your next exhale, rotate back, placing your hands down, stepping back to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side. On your inhale, take a small step forward with the right. Big step with your left. Shoulder blades towards your spine. Inhale, coming up. Warrior one. On your next exhale, open out and take a big step back into your warrior two. Pushing your front knee open, protecting the joint, making sure you don't take a twist in it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Shoulder blades towards your spine, taking a small side bend. Exhale, warrior two. And again on your next exhale, hands down into plank. And stepping back. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Long, deep breaths in your down dog. Inhale, look to your hands, lift your heels, bend your knees, and walk, hop, or step your feet to the top of your mat. Shift your weight forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming into chair, tucking your tailbone towards your heels, shoulder blades towards your spine. Exhale, standing. Good. All right, let's move on. All right, sorry about that pause. I just had to make sure I got a quick drink of water because it's getting a little warm out here, but it feels good. All right, so from here, I'm going to go to the other side of my mat because I always like to lead with my right. I'm right-handed. Everything is a right-handed, right-footed kind of world. So I'm going to step to the back of my mat. You can feel free to stay at the top of your mat. And also the reason why I'm doing this is so you can make sure I'm facing you the whole entire time so you can kind of see what I'm doing. All right. So you're going to release your right foot, step your right foot to the back of your mat, and point your right foot into warrior two. So your right knee is going to bend. Your right toes are going to face the direction that you're wanting to look, however you want to say that. So in warrior two, right side. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Taking long, deep breaths. Exhale, warrior two. Hands on your waist as you inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, lean out into triangle pose. You can keep your hands here at your waist, or you can point your right arm down
your right arm, bottom arm down, left arm up towards the ceiling, the sky, wherever you're at. You can rotate your head and look up, taking long, deep breaths. Keeping your spine long and straight. Don't curl into your side. Point your tailbone back, behind you, or to the side. Oops, keep slipping a little bit on my mat. Tucking your tailbone towards your knee so that you keep your spine from coming into an arch position. Long, deep breaths, lifting your kneecaps. On your exhale, bend your front knee into side angle. I want to say side lunge, but it's side angle. Bottom arm, right arm can rest on your thigh, or if you want the challenge, you can reach it down towards the ground. Pressing firmly into the back foot and back leg, tucking your tailbone towards your heel. Arms straight, looking up towards the sky if you want to. Long, deep breaths. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale, wide leg. Hands are going to go onto the waist. Going to go into a balancing wide leg. So you're going to keep your hands on your waist as you inhale, lifting your chin, squeezing your shoulder blades towards your spine, taking a slight back bend. Exhale, leaning forward from your waist or your hips, coming into your wide leg forward fold. Shifting your weight forward out of your heels, tucking your chin. Shoulders stay away from your ears. Taking long, deep breaths. You want to imagine that you have an exercise ball between your legs and gently squeezing your legs toward each other. Pressing your belly button back toward your spine. Keep breathing. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades toward your spine, coming all the way back up to standing. Exhale, warrior two on the right. Inhale, high lunge to the right. Exhale, step up to the top of your mat, or what is now the top of your mat. Hands on your waist, shoulders toward your spine. Inhale, pull your left knee in towards your chest. Exhale, bring it through, curling the heel towards your hip, grab onto the foot. So this is like bow pose. If you're laying on your belly, you're going to press your foot into your hand, point your hips down towards the ground. So keep pushing your tailbone down. Don't let it lift, so don't arch in your back. Keep your back straight, push through your foot. Right hand can be on the waist or lifted up. So dancer, this can be a modified dancer, just standing here, or you can push the foot into the hand and start tilting forward into your hips. Slowly coming into full dancer. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, slowly release the foot, standing. And we'll go to the other side. So left foot releases, stepping to the other side of your mat. So left foot, warrior two. Taking long, deep breaths. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Long, deep breaths. Exhale, warrior two. Hands on your waist as you inhale. Exhale, lean out over your front foot, front leg into triangle. Gently tucking your tailbone towards your knee. You can look up to the ceiling if you wish. Left hand, bottom arm down towards the ground if you wish. Right hand up. Long, deep breaths. Lifting your kneecaps. Keeping your spine nice and straight. not curling into your side. Exhale, side angle, bending your knee, your left knee, right arm touches your ear, left arm can rest on your thigh or down towards the ground for a challenge. Long, deep breaths, pushing firmly into the back foot, tucking your tailbone towards your back heel. Keeping a long, straight spine, working your obliques. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, wide leg. This time we're going to go for a bind of our big toes if you can reach the ground. If you can't reach the ground, just bind your leg wherever you can grab onto. Arms start out. Inhale, chin up. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Exhale, lean forward. Weight shifting forward, squeezing your legs toward each other. Take the first two fingers and take them in between your big toe and little toe and wrap them underneath the big toe. So you want your palms facing each other so that the shoulders stay open and don't come towards your neck. If you've got the fingers inside where the backs of your hands are facing each other, then the shoulders are gonna squeeze to the neck and you're not gonna be able to relax your shoulders and neck. So keep your shoulders and neck open. Fold forward. Pressing down, pressing your toes down, gently giving a little tug of your toes. Squeezing your legs toward each other. Lifting your kneecaps. Long, deep breaths. On your inhale, release the bind, coming up to flat back. Exhale, grab your hips. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades toward your spine, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, warrior two. To the left. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, step up to what is now the top of your mat. Hands on your hips. Inhale, pull your right knee into your chest. Exhale, bring your leg down. Pull your heel towards your hip. Wrap your hand around your foot. This may be where you are for dancer. This is okay. This is a modified dancer. Pointing your tailbone down so you don't arch in your spine. You can push your hand into your foot into your hand and your hand into your foot. See if you can reach the leg up like you would in bow pose. If you want, you can reach the left arm out and tilt out if you wish into full dancer. But you don't have to. And I'm not going to do that today because that's my left hamstring and that's the one that's giving me trouble. So I'm not going to do that today. So I'm going to stay in modified dancer today. Exhale. Place your foot down gently. Good. All right. Sorry. My hair is tickling my face. All right. So back up at the top of your mat, either where you were or here. But again, I'm trying to make sure you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to step up to what was my top of my mat and is again. We're going to take it down to the ground. So we're going to use Sun Salutation A. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hopping or stepping back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, tuck your chin, down dog. To take it down to the ground, you can drop to your knees and swing your legs around. Or you can hop through. And how to do that is you would bend the knees, point the tailbone high, take a couple rocks forward, and then you would jump up, cross your feet. And that's the simplest way, is to hop down, cross your ankles, and come around. Again, if you need to, just drop to your knees, swing your legs around. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. Oh, sorry. My hair is itching me. All right, so we're going to do a little abdominal work. So tuck your tailbone, place your hands together, squeeze your legs toward each other. You can also take a block and squeeze the block between your feet, between your ankles. Make sure that your feet are active. That's part of your core. Your feet are part of your core. I did a video on this. You should watch it. Tuck your chin, tuck your
Tailbone, keeping this nice curve as you inhale, rocking back. Exhale, rock up. Do not let your legs pop up off the ground. Keep them down. Inhale back, using your legs and core to do this. Exhale. Don't use your chest. Don't use your back. Inhale, squeeze with your legs, rocking back. Exhale, squeeze with your legs to pull yourself forward. You do not need to go very far back to achieve strength in your transverse abdominis. That's what we're trying to target here. Not your superficial abdominal muscles, which are your rectus abdominis. We're trying to get at the deep abdominal muscles. Transverse. Inhale back. Exhale, pull yourself forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Oh, I keep slipping and sliding. Inhale back. Exhale forward. And last time, we're going to take it all the way down to the ground. Bring your blocks with you. So grab your blocks. Roll all the way down as you exhale. Bend your knees. Pull your knees into your chest for a modified knee ear pose. Curling into a nice tight ball. Exhale. Place your feet down on the ground. Oops, I am not on my mat. I'm on the ground. Okay, scoot forward if you need to. Knees bent, feet pressing together, opening the knees out, coming into bound angle, reclined bound angle. You can feel free to be here without blocks, or if you might want a little bit more of a restorative style, place blocks underneath your knees or thighs. And just rest here in reclined bound angle. Taking nice long deep breaths. Pressing the bottoms of your feet together. Gently pointing your tailbone towards your heel so that your lower back is gently pressing towards the ground. What that does is it activates the muscles of your legs and helps you support your joints. Making sure you don't put any strain in your joints, allowing your muscles to release and let go of their tension. Continue to take long, deep breaths. Inhale, hands to the outside of your legs. Bring your knees back together. Pull your knees into your chest. Hug them in nice and tight. Move your blocks out of the way if you use them. Then you're going to inhale, rock up. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, rock back. Last time, inhale, rock up. And either cross your ankles to roll over your ankles or swing your legs around. We're going to come into a kneeling position. And there is a spider. So I'm just going to watch the spider for a bit, making sure it doesn't get into my space. So you're going to put your blocks down in front of your knees, come into a kneeling position. We're going to work on the strength for pull through and hop back. So leaning forward, bending your arms first so that you start to feel your hips come off your heels. And then you're going to press through your hands, straightening your arms. Tuck your tailbone towards your heels. And then exhale, pull your knees into your chest and see if you can lift your feet off the ground. If you can't, that's okay. As you can see today, my feet are not coming off the ground. That's okay. Taking long, deep breaths. Our next exhale, lower the knees. Again, I'm sorry to be pointing my head in the opposite direction, but I'm watching the spider. Anyway, all right. That's what happens when you go outside, is you get to be in nature and nature gets to be with you. All right, so leaning forward, straightening your arms, hips up, tuck, hold, taking long deep breaths. Exhale, lower down. Good. All right, from here, we're going to go through our vinyasa flow. So back up to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look to your hands, bend your knees, hop, step, or swing your legs around, coming into seated.
rolling over your ankles if you need to. We're going to do seated bound angle. All right. You can sit up on a block too if you wish. Sometimes that helps take the tension out of your hips and your knees. Take a nice long deep inhale. Press your belly button back to your spine and fold forward. Long deep breaths. And gently pull your heels towards your hips. Pressing gently into your feet. Inhale, push through your legs, come up, back up to seated. Good. All right, now we're gonna go into diamond. So you may need your blocks for your knees. I do, because my hips are not always that mobile and flexible, and so my knees kind of get stuck in the middle and they get a little angry. Not angry, but upset sometimes when my hips aren't that mobile. So a little bit of discomfort in my knees. So a diamond, what that is your legs are almost straight, but you're still able to press the bottoms of your feet together. So a slight bend in your knees, and I think the spider is going in the opposite direction. So I think we're good for right now with the spider. Take a deep breath. Exhale, take a forward fold in your diamond. Inhale, press to your feet. Coming back up to seated. Sorry, I keep checking for the spider. Exhale. Bring your knees back together. Then we're going to cross the ankles. Swing your legs around through kneeling or a roll over your ankles. Come back up to plank or tabletop. Feel free to exhale straight back to chaturanga, straight back to down dog, or exhale chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, coming back into seated. Actually, I'm sorry. Come down to kneeling and take the right foot forward, coming into humble warrior. So you want to place blocks to the inside of your right foot. You're going to inhale, making sure that both hips are even, that you don't want your hips twisted or tilted. You want them straight. And so you want to push down with your right sit bone, pointing your tailbone down. Then as you exhale, lean out, tailbone points back. Right sit bone still pressing down to the ground, folding forward. Long deep breaths. Stretching out your right hip. Inhale, slowly walk up. Let's just go ahead and switch sides because we're trying to take it easy this morning, aren't we? So let's take it easy. Let's go ahead and just switch legs. Coming into kneeling with the left leg, blocks to the inside of the left foot. Pushing your left sit bone down. Taking a nice long deep inhale. Exhale, leaning forward, tailbone directly back. So you have neutral spine, neutral hips. Taking long deep breaths. Still push the left sit bones down towards the ground. Inhale, slowly come back up.
let's go through another vinyasa. So going back into tabletop or plank. You can exhale straight back to down dog or exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Inhale, coming to your knees. We're going to go into, there's two different ones for stretching out the quads. So you can come into hero pose, which is your knees are touching and they never separate. Your heels can be directly underneath your hips or slightly open to either side of your hips. If this is not accessible, even when you're sitting on one or two blocks, then try opening your knees out really wide and touching your toes together or bringing your toes closer together. This is also something that you can do as well. So you can choose one or the other. And then you're going to lean back slightly so that you may be able to lean all the way back on the ground, or maybe just walk your hands back and just lean into your hands. Wherever you're at, you're going to gently squeeze your knees toward each other. Even if your knees are open wide, you're still kind of squeezing them toward each other, activating your inner thighs. And then you're gently pushing down into your knees as well. Tucking your tailbone toward your knees. And you get to hear all the sounds and noises from outside. But again, that's the beauty of being outside, is nature is part of you, all the noises are part of you, and get to hear all of them. Long, deep breaths. Doing your best to lean as far back as your body will allow, not letting your knees come off the ground. Your chin can lift or it can stay tucked. Inhale, slowly come up. Leave your legs exactly where they are and just take a small lean forward into a modified child's pose. Long, deep breaths. Inhale back up. And one last time, our vinyasa. So you can, again, choose to go straight back to down dog from your plank, or exhale chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Then hop, step, or swing your legs around. We're going to come into laying down. We're going to finish with supported bridge and supported fish. So grab your block, lay all the way down the ground. You're going to place your feet flat, bending your knees, walking your shoulder blades towards your spine. Lift your hips up, slide your block underneath your hips. So you want your block in between your tailbone and your lower back. You do not want your tailbone on the block. You do not want your lower back on the block. You want that space, which is your hips, to be completely supported by your block. Oh, there's a plane out there anyway, as you can hear. So you're pressing your hips down into the block. That way you can release any tension out of your SI joint. Your SI joint is your sacrum and your ilium. So you have two iliac crest, which is the two hip bones, and then you have your sacrum, which is the very base of your spine. And it's joined together with a little bit of rotation that can happen with your ilium. So all those bones together, not quite fused. There's a little bit of rotation, and that's why you want to be able to press your hips into an object. Just that way you can create good, strong stability, because there is slight rotation there in the hips. It's not the hip joint, it's a completely different thing. The hips bones. Hands can be flat down or lifted up into what looks like a football goal or cactus. If you want more restorative style supported bridge, you're going to keep your knees bent. If you want to challenge the mobility of the front of your body, the stretch, and kind of give it a little bit more of a stretch on the front of your hips and your abs, then you'll take 1 foot at a time, flex the foot, slowly walk Slowly stretch the leg out on the mat. And then the other leg, flexing the foot, slowly stretching the leg out on the mat. Making sure you don't arch in the spine. Don't point the tailbone down to the ground. Keep the tailbone neutral. Pointed towards your knees. And if your lower back feels comfortable, oops, I thought something bit me. Lower back feels comfortable, you keep your legs straight, and you can let your feet soften, or you can keep them flexed, or you can come back to where the knees are bent. Long, deep breaths. On your inhale, slowly bring your arms back by your sides. Walk your feet back towards your hips. Lift your hips up off your block. Move the block. Lower your hips. And pull your knees into your chest. Give a nice tight hug of the knees into your chest. Long, deep breaths. And on your inhale, you're going to rock up. So for supported fish, you're going to have your blocks in a T position, like this. This is a little bit deeper stretch. This is a little bit more of a modified, I guess, what is that word I just had earlier? Restorative. Restorative position and stretch for the upper back. So you can see it's going to be in T position. So it looks like this from the side. From the front, it looks like this. All right. So you're going to place those blocks at the back of your mat. And you want your shoulders to hit the first block. You don't want your mid back. You don't want your neck. You want your shoulders. So the block is going to be right between your shoulder blades. Want to bend your knees to do that. And it might take you a couple times to kind of do this, especially if you've not done this before. So shoulders on the block, or where the kind of where the block is going to be. So the block is going to be in between your shoulder blades. The second block is supporting the base of your head. So make sure where the spine joins your skull is what is being supported. That way you can give a little gentle chin tuck. Legs can stay bent, hands can be by your hips, or you can open your arms out into a T if you want a deeper stretch. And just lay here, taking nice long deep breaths. I'm going to keep my knees bent because it helps my lower back stay relaxed. When I stretch my legs out, it creates tension in my lower back and causes me to arch in my lower back. I want to keep a neutral spine and neutral hips. So I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to keep my hands by my hips. Long, deep breaths. Again, you may hear my neighbor over there doing his yard work, but that's okay. That's the beauty of being outdoors. Allow yourself to relax. On your next inhale, bend your knees. Take the weight of your head into your hands. Pull your chin to your chest. And then place your forearms down and push yourself up off your blocks. Good. All right, now it's time for full Savasana. So you're going to, if you're at home and you've got a chair and you want to sit and rest your back on a chair, feel free to do that. Make sure your feet are planted flat though, or crossed in the chair. You can also be on the ground, and you can sit seated with your back against the wall if you wish.
I usually prefer to be laying down. So you can move blocks out of the way so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So you're going to lay all the way down. And let me get one block to show you. So you're going to either have your knees bent with your feet wide and a block between the knees, just gently holding the block. So you're not squeezing the block, you're just letting the block be there. Just giving support to the hips. You can be here. Hands wherever you're most comfortable. Oh, I am going to need the other block. Let me reach for it. Okay, another choice is recline bound angle. Place the bottoms of your feet together, blocks underneath your thighs. This is especially great if you have lots of mobility. You just want to rest here in reclined bound angle. Feet can go wherever you want them to go. They don't have to press together because your thighs are completely supported, and you can just rest in reclined bound angle. You can also rest in full savasana, legs straight, open to the width of your mat. Hands on your belly, palms up, or one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Sorry, I just smacked the microphone. I'm sorry. So go wherever you wish. I'm going to sit up so that I can, as we sit here in our breathing, we can go through our scripture meditation for today. So first, just breathe in and out of your nose. Long and deep. Bring your attention to your breath. And then take a long, deep inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. And then blow it out. Again, gentle, long, deep breath in through the nose. Hold your breath for a moment. And then gently blow it out. Last time, long, deep breath in through the nose. Hold. And exhale, blow it out. Good. Now just feel the weight of your body as it rests on the ground, growing heavy as it relaxes. Feel the weight of gravity pressing down on you like a weighted blanket. And just breathe. Keeping your mind focused on your breath, no matter what noises you hear, no matter what thoughts come into your head, no matter what sensations you feel. Just keep your focus on your breath. And as you continue to breathe, I'm going to read our verse that we are meditating on today. And again, that's Philippians 4:8. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is worthy of respect, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if something is excellent or praiseworthy, think about these things. Let me read through that again. Not the exact words, but just paraphrasing it. It's the thoughts that you should be thinking about, dear brother or sister, are thoughts that are true, thoughts that are worthy of respect, thoughts that are just, thoughts that are pure, thoughts that are lovely, thoughts that are commendable, and thoughts that are excellent or praiseworthy. If there are any other thoughts other than these that come into your mind, then just give them over to Jesus. Put them at his feet, and take those thoughts captive and hand them over. And don't let them be part of your thinking. Reframe your thoughts. Reframe your mind. Think of things that are worthy of you as a child of God. On your next inhale, reach your arms above your head, stretch your legs out long, and take a nice, deep, long stretch. As you exhale, pull your knees into your chest, hug them in nice and tight. As you exhale, if you're lying down, roll onto your right side into fetal position, resting here for just a moment. And then inhale, push through your arms, come back to seated position. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this easy flow this morning. I know it's probably not the morning for you when you're watching it, but it is for me on this beautiful, warm morning out in nature, listening to the neighbors, to the birds, to the planes, to anything that comes up, all the noises. So remember to think upon Philippians 4:8. So reframe your thoughts, reframe your mind. Start rewiring your mind into thoughts that are God honoring, because these thoughts are the thoughts that are honoring to you as a child of God, that bring about wholeness and healing, that bring about restoration, not condemnation, that bring you towards your future, towards the next step up, and don't leave you where you are and leave you in your past. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.